need for family planning.
The Ritsoro Town Health Centre was ransacked during the fighting and still only barely manages to function.
This is the consultation and observation room. Men and women are mixed in here. It's all the space we have.
Okay. D'accord.
What happens in case of birth complications such as a hemorrhage or convulsions? What do you do then?
We immediately refer them.
So how do you get them to hospital?
We fill in the form.
But apart from the forms, how do you get them to the hospital?
By ambulance.
And how long does it take?
About an hour or so.
So within an hour, the patient is on her way to hospital? Thank you. Who helps with the home births?
No one.
So it must be the traditional midwives who help with the home birth?
Yes.
What if a rape victim comes in?
Yes, we've got PEP kits.
Can I see? I see you have antiretrovirals.
Yes.
And do you have the morning after pill?
Yes.
Mass rape has become a weapon of war in the Congo. Marta Mwazo's world was turned upside down as she fled the conflict. Her husband and their 4 children were with her.
Some soldiers grabbed hold of me and raped me. I needed medical treatment. Then my husband said he didn't want me anymore. When I got home, my house was burned down.
As a result of the rape, Marta was left pregnant, infected with gonorrhea, and alone with 4 children, with no roof over their heads. Some villagers lent her the use of an old house.
This is where she's living now. You can see that the roof is almost out. So during the rain, water is just flowing over her and her children. The story of this poor woman with her 4 children and the 5th on the way can just, conclude the whole tragedy that people in this area of conflict are going through. Now she found herself with sexually transmitted infection and a pregnancy with no means to live on. It's really unjust for one person to go through this whole tragedy. It's really unjust.
Faced with the sheer scale of sexual violence against women, the clinics here offer therapy programs to help repair broken lives. These women are learning to sew, which can also help earn a living.
Well done. Good work.
To the west is Birambizo, an area that's even less secure. Thousands of displaced people are in camps, huddled for safety around the UN bases. But even here, armed groups make a point of harassing them.
All these displaced people are congregating very near the UN forces for their safety. Last night at around 1 in the morning, some rebels have shot to intimidate the people and to show them that UN people cannot always protect them. And this shows how sensitive is the situation.
The population of 3 displaced people's camps, as well as the local village of Katsiru, are served by a makeshift health centre.
Merci.
How many people are served by this clinic?
With the camps, there are 17,000.
With so many displaced people, the clinic is struggling to cope. Women in labour have to share a room with people with all kinds of diseases. In the delivery room, Leonia is about to give birth. She's praying there'll be no complications.
What happens if she has complications? Say she has hemorrhages or eclampsia.
The villagers make a stretcher and carry her to another clinic.
How far is that?
20 kilometers.
20 kilometers.
This is the pharmacy.
This tiny cupboard contains the clinic's entire stock of medicines. It serves the medical needs of 17,000 people.
How many cases of rape do you get here in a month?
20 rapes a month.
Do you have PEP kits and the morning after pills?
We don't have any.
Can you give antibiotics?
No.
There are none?
We only have tiny amounts.
So you're not medically equipped for this situation?
No, we are not equipped to deal with it.
For the sexual violence situation?
That's right.
So you can't run HIV checks to prevent mother-to-child transmission?
No, we just don't have the means.
You don't have the means?
As you can see, we don't have the means.
You don't even have sterile gloves? Nothing?
Not even delivery kits.
You don't have delivery kits? Are there any female midwives working here?
There was one, but she left. She told us she'll prefer to work somewhere else. Because of the lack of equipment, she left.
What do you do if a woman gives birth, but the placenta doesn't come out properly?
I tried to get it out with my fingers. If that doesn't work, we'll refer her.
Can I see your stock of condoms?
This is our stock of condoms.
Okay, so these are all the condoms in the clinic? Just 3? And what about oral contraceptives? Can I see what you've got? You have ovarettes?
Ovarettes are a contraceptive pill prescribed for mothers who are breastfeeding.
This is the only type you have?
Yes.
That's not enough.
We only have a few.
You only have a few.
Outside, a group of women have been patiently waiting to talk to Grace. They're all survivors of rape.
Are they happy to talk to us? They don't feel embarrassed?
No, they're not embarrassed.
The women are keen to tell their stories.
The soldiers dragged me screaming into the forest. I was screaming like crazy. People thought I was being murdered. They were too scared to come and help.
Were you tested for HIV?
Yes, they tested me for HIV, but I still have lower back pain. I'm an old lady, you know.
Are all these ladies victims of rape?
Yes.
So all these children are the product of sexual violence?
Yes, that's right.
– 25-year-old Olriva Zamkunda was left pregnant after a group of soldiers raped her.
When my husband found out, he threw me out of the house. I ran away.
How did you give birth?
They couldn't help me at the clinic, so they sent me to the hospital in Nyanzale, where I had a cesarean.
You're very lucky. If you hadn't had that cesarean, you and your children could have died.
20% of population living in the camp, but the large majority are living outside the camp. They have no access at all to services that can help save their lives. So this woman is really one of the luckiest.
How many of you were abandoned by your husband as a result of being raped?
Out of the 60 victims of rape that are here today, 58 of them have been abandoned by their husband. Only 2 are still with their husband.
Na uku.